Okay, kiddos, here is the Classwork Solutions video. The first 4 answers, if I can get this thing to scroll, there we go. Because you're doing the Rolle's theorem, we knew Rolle's theorem is when you're talking about the intervals, you're looking for the intervals where, let me see if I can draw on this page. Let's say this is a parabola, this first one is a parabola going down. You're looking for the a and b value that are on the axis. So what's the slope right there of those 2 lines? Well, we know the slope is 0. So all we have to do is take the derivative of the function and then set that equal to 0 and solve. And if you set this one equal to 0 and solve, you see that the answer is -4. So these first couple are very, very simple, just straightforward. Or 1 and 2 are very straightforward. Number 3 and 4 make you work a little bit harder because they're asking you to do the quadratic formula. If you don't remember the quadratic formula, look it up. It's -b plus or minus. I'm not going to say it. You guys can look it all up. Okay, but you do have to remember there is some radical simplifying stuff you have to deal with. So don't forget about that. Let's see here. That's what number 3 and 4 are. Let's go on to number 5. Okay, number 5 is actually the mean value theorem. Now, that remember the mean value theorem, like I said in the explanation, you're going to take the derivative and you're going to look for the value. You're going to look for the derivative at c that's equal to the average rate of change on the interval that they tell you. Okay, so here's the derivative, and instead of using x, I decided to use c, and then here is the 2 intervals they asked us to figure out. So then down here, this part down here on the notes is where, is that going to stay there? Nope. Wait, hang on. Yeah, it is. Check it out. This part down here on the notes is actually finding out what the value is, what f at -2 and f at -4 is, so I can plug them in. Well, it finds out the average rate of change if you were to graph it is just 1. So then you find that's the average rate of change. You set it equal to this piece right here and solve, and that's how you find your answer. Okay, so that's the same thing for number 5 and number 6. And let's look at number 7. Again, same thing, except in this case on number 7, it's this ugly, ugly quadratic over here. So still instead of, whoa, didn't want to do that. I'm still getting used to this. Come on. Instead of x, I decided to put in c right there, and then you set that equal to, this is -2, and you have to bring the -2 over to the left-hand side and set it equal to 0 to solve, and that's how you can use the quadratic formula right there. Okay, and same thing for number 8, just ugly quadratic stuff. Blech. And then I screwed up on number 9. We'll see on the picture right here. The answer is rad 3. It's not multiple choice, and I don't know where I screwed up. So you guys can see this picture on OneNote. I would appreciate any feedback. I think it'd be more instructive for you guys to find my mistake than me just tell you what I did wrong. And on number 10, this one, remember the hypothesis of the mean value theorem says the function has to be continuous and differentiable. And right there, because the 2/3 power graph has this little cusp thing right here, this is not differentiable at x equals 6. So the mean value theorem would not apply. All right, that's it for this video.